Hello and welcome to another Betfred sports video right here in the Quest Media Network studio. Now, excitement is building ahead of the Grand National on Saturday, and with me in the studio once again is Peter Spencer from Betfred. Peter, I know that you've been speaking to numerous radio stations, putting out loads of articles on the Grand National. You're pretty much an expert in it now. Tell us a bit about the event.
It's the biggest horse race in the world. 500 million people will be watching all over the world. 10 million in this country, 70,000 at Aintree, it's 2 laps and it's 16 fences and it's 4 miles. Those are the ballpark facts. Then we have all the legends that are always created at this fantastic event. Red Rum winning 3 times in the 70s. And then we've got the story about Devon Lock in 1956 when it fell, and that's become part of the English language now. The Devon Lock, when you're really going to win and then you fall at the last 40 yards in that case. And we've got a more modern story now about Rachel Blackmore. She won the Gold Cup. She won on Manila Times last year when the Grand National was held behind closed doors because of COVID, and she's running again. This time the weights have gone against her. She's got the heaviest weight in the race, and Manila Times is going to start off at something like 10 to 1. So it'll get a lot of the female votes there. She's become the housewife's favourite. She's 10 to 1 at the moment, but those odds could change, of course. The favourite is Snow Leopardess. That is going to start at 8 to 1 or something like that. This is a grey and it's unbeaten over, well, it's had 3 wins on the trot. It won at the Becher's Chase at Aintree, and so he's in fine form. A lot of people going on that. Now, that horse particularly likes it when the mud's flying, so it likes it when the ground is very, very soft. Right. So we'll have to watch for the weather. But even so, whatever the conditions, that is an outright favourite. I mean, one of the interesting facts as I've been researching this is to look at the names of some of the fences, and the Becher's Brook, that was named after a jockey called Captain Becher who fell off. He was in the brook, swallowed a lot of water, and when people came to see how he was, he said, oh, the water tastes a lot finer if it had some whiskey with it. Right, there you go then. So that's how it became Becher's Brook. So it's a fantastic occasion. There's 40 horses will be starting. The odds for the starting for the favourites won't be short like in a normal race, because it is such a difficult race to win. Right. Anything could happen over all those highest hurdles of any national hunt race in the country, and it's be interesting to see whether Manila Times, Delta Work, which is a Gordon Elliott, that will start amongst the favourites. Any second now will probably be up there as well. Those are the 3 to sort of watch out for, I'd say. Manila Times, Delta Work, Any Second Now. And if people really think that there's going to be a fairy tale ending for Snow Leopardess, well, that's probably going to start at 8 to 1 shot.
Brilliant stuff. Well, there you have it. Not too long to go now until the 2022 Grand National, and of course included in this week's Tameside Reporter and Glossop Chronicle, we've got a 3-page special on the event with the latest previews and odds. But of course, we always touch up on football in our Sports Talk videos. There's a massive game taking place in the Premier League this weekend. On Sunday, it's Manchester City taking on Liverpool in that top of the table clash. Peter, a lot of pundits are dubbing this as a title decider. Do you think that's accurate? Do you think it will pretty much determine who's going to win the title this season?
Well, I think it'll determine, of course, on the result. A draw will probably just keep things ticking along until the last game. But I think that City will probably win. I hope so anyway, because my boss Fred Doan's already paid out on City to the tune of £750,000 before Christmas. So City are edging it on the Betfred odds. They're 21 to 20 to beat Liverpool. Liverpool 12 to 5. Mahrez is 5 to 1 to score first, but that's the same price as Mo Salah, who's in excellent form, of course. I spoke to Fred about this, and he thinks that City will win both this game and the following game, the FA Cup semi-final at Wembley, and he thinks that City will win them both, and the odds for that are 4-1. And he's gone as far as to say that he believes City will win the first match 2-0, and the second game at Wembley 1-0, and the odds on that are 125 to 1. Right. So that's worth having a little dabble on. Liverpool to win both the games 10 to 1. So that's how he sees it.
Brilliant stuff. Well, there you have it then. That is the big one this weekend, the one everyone's looking forward to. It's Manchester City taking on Liverpool at the Etihad Stadium in that top-of-the-table clash. But 24 hours earlier, United will be hoping to boost their top 4 chances when they make the trip to Goodison Park to face Everton and Peter. Everton in real turmoil at the moment. They were beaten in a basement clash at Burnley earlier this week. Really not good for Frank Lampard's side.
No, they just can't buy a win. I mean, it's reached a stage now when you look at their running, you wonder whether United are looking like an easy game, one of the easier games for them, because United have been in such poor form. Everton go into it 7-2 to get the 3 points, United 3-4 to win, and draw, which is probably the most likely result, 11-4 with Betfred. If you look at the relegation odds now, Everton are right in there, only just edging it ahead of Burnley. So Norwich 1-100 to be relegated, Watford 1-8, Burnley 5-6 after that tremendous victory against Everton on Wednesday. Everton 11-10, and so it's looking like three of those four to be relegated. Leeds are 3-1, so they're not out of it yet, but at least they've got a fair chance according to the odds. And of course, this result could affect the top 4 finish that United are seeking. So we've got Arsenal. They're the most likely to be win a top 4 finish. They're 10-1 with Betfred. Spurs are evens, and United are slipping all the time now with the inconsistency that they keep displaying. They're 6-1.
Well, as Peter said then, if you do fancy Manchester United to get in the top 4 spots this season, they are now priced at 6-1. However, given the form over the course of the season, is it likely, is it not? Who knows? Time will tell. Well, just to reflect now on some results earlier this week in the Champions League, it ended Chelsea 1, Real Madrid 3. Chelsea have a lot of work to do now in that second leg.
Yeah, they most certainly do. I thought they were pretty poor, basically, Chelsea. Real Madrid proving what a great team they are. I mean, I've got to say, I was flicking between the channels there because I was kind of more interested in now where Everton were going on at Burnley. But I did see much of that game, and basically Real Madrid proved what a class act they are. And the odds are reflecting that now for the Champions League outright. City are still favourites for that, of course. I thought City, in their game against Atletico, played it ugly, and that puts them in good stead ahead of the double-header against Liverpool and also the second leg against Atletico, because they can do it when they put their minds to it. They can win a game by not playing the fancy football, which they're kind of famous for, under Guardiola. So I thought that was a tremendous, hard-fought victory against a team who let's put it mildly and say, know all the dark arts. Yeah,
exactly. Well, sometimes you have to play ugly to take the victory. That's exactly what City did. But Liverpool on the same evening playing some beautiful football to take the 3-1 victory at Benfica. It pretty much looks like Jurgen Klopp's side have already got 1 foot in the semi-finals. Well, if you do fancy a punt on any of the Premier League fixtures this weekend, or of course the Grand National, Betfred stores are now open, but you can also bet online via their app.